Welcome, Reckless Wanderers. It's Robert again, and again we are one day away from the next wipe, so it's time to show off the character that I have played in this version of the beta. I'm trying a conversion character again, a hybrid conversion character to be exact. And this one's a life energy shield hybrid EK shadow that tries to convert the physical damage into lightning damage. For that reason, I'm using ethereal knives together with physical to lightning. I get another 25% as physical damage as lightning damage, and it converts 50% of the physical damage to lightning damage, together with Spell Echo and Innervate. Innervate because onslaught, more cast speed, and more shock chance. Overall, my shock chance is pretty high. It is 37% and another 7.2 from spell crit. The spell crit should go a lot higher. I'm currently just level 68, but I don't have time to level this character any further. I'm using Herald of Thunder together with added lightning. Because Herald of Thunder has a 120% damage effectiveness now, and added lightning benefits greatly from that. And I'm using Wrath that multiplies the lightning damage from EK even more. And as you can see from the tooltip, physical damage portion is 346 to 520, and the lightning portion is much higher. It's 1022 to 1959, because Wrath. Wait, where is it? Where's Wrath? No, that's Molten Shell. There it is. It's now a more multiplier. I'm dealing 20% more lightning damage with spells. I'm using the Cold Totem because I need Totem. Did I say Totem? I mean, of course, Golem. I always confuse Totem with Golem. That's kind of the thing. And I'm also using Rallying Cry as Warcry over Enduring Cry. I'd rather use Enduring Cry, but I need the mana regeneration from Rallying Cry to keep my EKs casting as quickly as they are. Well, that's Ally Reflect. That's kind of painful. And I wish I could show a map, but actually the character is still way too squishy to showcase anything in maps. As you can see, this simple hasted rare mob is owning me, and it takes me ages to take him down. Overall, I think the group clear speed is sufficient. I'm shocking reliably, and once I start to get the crit nodes and a bit more crit multi on gear maybe, then the damage should increase even more. The defensive concept is, as I mentioned before, evasion energy shield. No, I mentioned energy shield. It's life and energy shield as effective health pool. Evasion as a mitigation mechanic, so I'm planning to use a 5-linked evasion energy shield chess piece. This dude is almost killing me. And then maybe use a jade flask over a granite flask, a jade of surgeons, a surgeon's jade flask of reflexes. To keep the evasion rating as high as possible. On top of that, to have a little bit of armor, I'm using Cast When Stunned together with Molten Shell, because I get stunned very often as an evasion character, and Molten Shell provides a little bit of armor buffer, so I'm not getting wasted by every second white skeleton that shoots arrows at me. Then to To help even more, as a little bit of defenses, I'm using a shield. Because I'm using a shield, I can use Tempest Shield. Tempest Shield now is not reserved mana anymore, but rather a buff that you have to activate, much like Molten Shell. Man, those dudes. So basically, whenever I engage a pack, I pop Tempest Shield, and the Tempest Shield buff refreshes whenever I block. Oh, my golem's dead. Who would have thought? And then as a last buff, if things get too heated, I can pop Val Discipline, which refills my energy shield, and wow. And also gives me a bigger energy shield buffer overall. So here we have a little boss fight, where you can see that single target damage is not really there. It takes very long to kill off Vol here. I blocked that one. But overall, it's not that bad. I evaded that one. Okay, actually, if he hits me, then it's pretty hurtful, as you just saw. So let's activate Val Discipline to get ourselves a little buffer here. And now we should down him. Oh, he almost downed me. There we go. So that's that. In the passive tree, if we take a look at that, it's as you would expect an EK character to start off. You start as Shadow with the physical damage, go through Sniper to Quickness, and get the piercing shots notable, so you get the projectile piercing. Then I went down to get Ballistic Mastery. On the way I grabbed Revenge of the Hunted because it gives me physical damage and also evasion on top of life. I got Void Barrier because it gives me resistances, evasion and energy shield. I'm getting Nullification and this entire cluster, which gives me evasion and energy shield. Here I have life gain on kill and mana gain of kill, which helps greatly with the mana problems. Cast speed, trickery, went through the choc chance up here, got the evasion, the energy shield and life nodes. I will get Doomcast later. I got crackling speed, which gives me cast speed and lightning damage. I get all the shock nodes over here, including static blows. The increased shock duration on enemies really helps. And then went over here to get Deep Thoughts, Cruel Preparation, and then the Unnatural Calm cluster for the energy shield, which I'm about to complete, and the damage cluster over here. With this damage cluster, I originally planned to get Breath of Lightning for even more shock chance, but since I realized that I will have, together with crit, more than 50% shock chance, and my cast speed is so high that it's unnecessary, so I went for the penetration route instead. I'm not sure if that entire thing is worth it, or if I should rather invest this into other damage nodes, meaning crit. So I will get the power charge over here, I will get the power charge over here, Doomcaster already mentioned, then I will get the entire route here. What I could do is get the spell crit over here, and then I would spec out of this. I'm not sure which of those two are beneficial. In terms of jewels, I only really have access to one jewel slot. That's this one with 2 points. I would, at the moment, prefer an energy shield on hit jewel, or if I would get my hands on a what's it called? The one that lets you allocate stuff that's not linked. I forgot the name. I would get this jewel socket here and then get infused shield. Ah, damn it. Before I started the video, I knew the name of this jewel. Anyway, that's the passive tree. I needed a strength node to get all my strength spells that I have. I'm using Rallying Cry and Tempest Shield together with Reduced Mana. Reduced Mana is really important here. As you can see, the mana costs are 15 and 18. If I take that out, it's 21, 26. So that helps with just this little mana pool, which drains really quickly, even with Spell Echo. It goes down. This is also why I need to use Rallying Cry. Then I have Wild Discipline linked with increased duration. I have my Molten Shell with Cast when stunned. That's the Ice Golem, that's Lightning Warp for mobility. Herald of Thunder is linked with Curse on Hit, added lightning damage, Assassin's Mark. Then I have Bear Trap with added lightning and physical to lightning. That's kind of my my helper. If I encounter nasty rares, I can slow them down with the Bear Trap, but it doesn't really help. I mean, the damage is also lower than the damage on my EK. The EK unbuffed tooltip 7.4k. If we quickly get our power charges and also our onslaught buff, of course for that we need a couple more energy enemies. There we go. We are looking at 9.7k, even more, 9.8k, and that's with terrible gear. So at this point, even without all the crit stuff, if I would have better gear, more crit and more crit multi, this can easily be 15k. You can look at the wand again. At the moment I'm running this wand, which has added lightning damage to spells and a bit of cast speed. Ideally I would use added lightning damage to spells, added cold damage to spells, so I can on crit also shatter enemies. And then in the fifth link I would use Ice Bite, which I'm already leveling over here. So I have chance to get a Frenzy Charge on kill. Frenzy Charges are, that's the one that's currently missing in my spec. And of course as a hybrid character I can't use Blood Rage. I could use the boots that give me Frenzy Charge and kill, but then I would have less ES to work with, which is why I prefer to use an ES boots. So let's quickly sell off this stuff and then show you the current performance in maps, which is terrible, really terrible. Because I have like no defenses. The chest is kind of old, like 260 ES. The shield has only 46 ES. The helmet has only 44 ES. So there's room for improvement. I could probably double my ES with proper gear. That's what I'm currently farming for in the zone you just saw me in the Dried Lake. In maps, I tried a couple of... Oh no, why am I going to cruel? I tried a couple of stuff and almost everything kills me almost instantly. I was actually happy to encounter a Zana in a grotto map, and the Zana gave me a timed mission, 5 minutes to kill the corrupted boss in a mountain ledge, which was a level 69 map. And there were those new Devour 2.0 mobs, and they one-shot me, just like that. With 3.5k effective HP, they one-shot me. And I had zeroed, and they were white. So white mobs in a level 69 map were able to one-shot me. With Tempest Shield and with the Molten Shell up, it was like to no avail. With the Granite up, I had absolutely no chance against them. Also the porcupines with their spike explosions, it's just not funny. I mean, this map, it looks like it has a friendlier mob composition, but with the right mob composition, things absolutely wreck me. It's just not funny. And not to mention that Thorn's Flesh is also absolutely brutal. Physical Reflect I can absolutely manage, as you have seen by the tooltip. I'm dealing almost no physical damage, but elemental damage is crazy dangerous. But yeah, that's my take on EK. It's of course not nearly as effective as Hedgie's Epic Mama. But that wasn't also the goal. The goal was to create a lightning-based EK character. I will clear this map. Before I end the video, my question to you guys... Oh, I'm dying here. Oh my god. Those are nasty. Hasted Phys and what else? And they're cursing me with vulnerability. Wow. My question to you guys, what would you make different if you had the theme of this character in mind? What are your suggestions? What could I improve in terms of the passive tree? Is there something I could do better with my links? What gear would you recommend? Or do you think this character concept can't work at all? Just let me know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, have a good time, and I hope to see you in game. Oh my god, these dischargers.